I'm Pete, a professional chef with small-town roots and a passion for one-of-a-kind places. I'm day tripping down the back roads and main streets of America to prove that small towns are extraordinary destinations, each one rich in history and full of happiness, where people care about people and treat you like one of their own. They celebrate life, tradition, and one-of-a-kind food culture. So join me as we gather all the local ingredients to serve up a big helping of small-town flavor.
Small Town Flavor is a beautiful portrait of a day in the life of America's greatest small towns.
I'm Stuart Meyer. I'm the show creator and executive producer, and right now we're headed from beautiful Danville, Kentucky to the Bluegrass Airport in Lexington to pick up our very own host, Panini Pete.
We're not only celebrating small towns in a way nobody is doing it, we want to ignite a small town tourism movement so that we're moving people off the interstates and across the beautiful lands of our country into these amazing small towns.
You know, what was really neat is, he was saying that I've thought about this for probably a decade, and I know I'm born to make this show, to film this show. And he says, and I worked with you last week, and you were born to host it. And I was like, holy moly.
We seek to distribute wisdom of happiness in small towns. We look to support local agriculture, local farmers, and to show the country and the world what a great experience it is to experience local products that are close to where they were grown and where they were brought up. We also seek to talk about the arts. The arts are very important because I believe that if you want to truly measure the vitality of any community, it's their commitment to the arts that really starts to speak to that. We're actually shooting a behind-the-scenes documentary. If you see, we've got a cameraman down front. We've been running all over town, catching back up with Mr. Sam Burke and Burke's Bakery, and went down to the Arts Center and had some pizza and have kind of been roaming around. But to really show what this show is all about, because it's about a day in the life, the food culture, the places, the people, and the beautiful story that exists in these towns.
Well, we'll definitely want to thank the Advocate Messenger and Jennifer Kirchner and Jody Lassiter, who are the greatest ambassadors I think any town can have. We have a nice front page article here to pump up the show tonight, so we're looking forward to it. I hear there's going to be a huge crowd.
Small Town Flavor will now be featuring the city of Danville, the city of Perryville, Boyle County, in its newest series.
I was actually moved to tears when I first watched this. That's because I care so deeply about this community and about the people who live here.
And I strongly believe that our American small towns are truly the heart, the soul, and the conscience of our country. If you're looking for the truest expression of the American dream, I strongly believe you find it right here in small towns all across the country.
My voice is weakening. You speak my name. You give me love.
For when it comes to our great American story, the truth be told is it consists of thousands of lesser-known stories from lesser-known places, featuring lesser-known lives and lesser-known food cultures. And we're here to bring that to the surface and to show the world what extraordinary places that you will find in small towns. We've been through the grinder and back in this country through the economic downturn. And when you're looking for the answers, when the American dream seems to be failing everyone, science and psychology shows us and tells us that happiness comes down to three things. First, it's the strength of our social connections with each other. Second, it's our sense of belonging. Three, it's our sense of identity. And there's no place in this country where these three factors exist more naturally than in small towns, and I believe there's something that in our country we can all learn a great deal from.
Is that ours?
That was a surprise. That was a surprise. Don't spoil it. It could be yours, probably.
We'll see in a little bit.
Probably could be.
Art is not only about visual arts, it's also about creative problem solving, and it's a mindset that can get you ahead.
Stories are here, and there's so much more. That's again why we're here today, to try to expand on what little bit we get to show you on the actual show. And it is just it's a love story. It's a small town.
We feature independent musical artists as part of this show. We hope that you will go out and buy their albums. They're amazingly talented human beings which deserve to be heard. Someone once said it takes a village to raise a child, but when it comes to a small town flavor series, it takes an entire town. I give you Small Town Flavor Danville.
Here I sit now, baby, all alone. Got no Wi-Fi, 3G telephone.